Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to my review of Boruto episode 3. Sorry that this video is actually uploaded quite late. I deeply apologize for that factor, but things have been kind of hectic. But hey, better than getting a late video than no review out, right? So anyway, we're gonna dive into this episode review of Boruto. So what goes on in this episode? Well, in this episode, mainly we get introduced to a new character in the series, and that is Metal Lee, which is Rock Lee's and Tenten's kid. That is right. And then Rock Lee, Rock Lee, personally, Rock Lee is one of my favorite characters, probably the favorite character in the series of Naruto, just in my personal opinion, due to his quirkiness, his, awesomeness, just how he, goes throughout battle without ninjutsu. Like, I always loved Rock Lee back in, the old Naruto days, especially when I started watching the series. Like, I couldn't get enough of him. He was, like, one of my favorite characters. But this character right here, his son, Metal Lee, honestly, we're gonna have to see more from him. He definitely was very quirky in this episode, probably quirkier than Rock Lee in, the original Naruto series, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him right now, especially when it comes to his name. Metal Lee. I'm pretty sure Kishimoto could have come up with a better name than that, but then again, I get what he's trying to do here. Rock Lee, Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee is what inspired, the name Rock Lee for Kishimoto. Both Metal Lee and Brock... I was about to say broccoli, but both Metal Lee and Rock Lee both eat broccoli, I'm assuming, right? Because that's one of the, most notable foods that they eat in order to get stronger. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, Metal Lee, I don't really know how I feel about his name. There is metal in his name, and I'm assuming that Kishimoto is implying that Metal Lee is actually going to be stronger than Rock Lee one day. Rock, metal, impenetrable. Yeah, so maybe we can expect more from Metal Lee later down the line, and I'm pretty sure, the rest of the generation of characters of Boruto are actually going to surpass, the previous generation. That's kind of expected. The previous, or the next generation usually advances further and further along the lines with each generation to come. Kind of like how technology, just keeps on improving day by day by day, So, I get what Kishimoto's trying to do here, but, when it comes to his overall name, I don't like it. Sorry that I ended up spending at least 3 minutes talking about Metal Lee's name. It's just, I don't really know how I feel about it, to be quite honest with you. But hey, I might like Metal Lee in the future. We'll just have to see more from him. But in this episode, we see, pretty much, the episode was showing the spotlight towards Metal Lee, mostly. In this episode, getting us introduced to his character, his personality. He is pretty good at what he does. He still needs a little bit more training, but when it comes to his personality, he's a very shy and nervous individual, like the complete opposite of Rock Lee. Like, Metal Lee is shy and nervous, and while he is pretty good at his fighting style, at the same time, if people are like watching him, he gets a little bit of stage fright, and he completely messes up. So I liked how the episode was focusing on his character to get us introduced as to what we can expect from him later down the line. But there is one point in the episode in which Metal Lee ends up getting possessed by the same spirit that ended up possessing, I forget the other kid's name, but in the first episode of Boruto, the first individual that Boruto meets with the blue clothes. I'm pretty sure you guys know who I'm talking about. The name escapes me right now. But that child was previously possessed by a spirit as well, and it actually makes its way towards mentally right now. And this is where the confrontation in the episode comes about. We have Boruto, Shikadai, and also Inojin take on Metal Lee. And it's just so funny because, like, Metal Lee's character starts to completely change. He starts to become like an overall badass, and in a way he kind of reverts to what Rock Lee was. You know, he starts using like the same poses. He's all determined and shit. You know, he's willing to go all out on these characters. But at the time when, you know, he eventually or when the spirit actually leaves his body, he completely reverts back to his original self, and as we know, he's the complete opposite of Rock Lee. So Metal Lee is just kind of like, you know, a coward, so to speak, you know. But we do know that he's gonna get better, you know, over time, like I stated before. But now we really do know that there is something within the Hidden Leaf Village which is trying to possess individuals and make them turn evil and wreak havoc throughout the village. It's already been, you know, possessing 2 individuals. I don't really know who it could be. I mean, for all we know, it could be Orochimaru, because we do know how he is. I mean, hey, he ain't entirely good. Whoever thinks that he's actually good now, no. He bad still. You don't trust people like that, and that's my phone. So that's pretty interesting. So we do know that something is going on in the Hidden Leaf Village now that this thing has appeared twice. It wasn't just something that sprouted out in the first episode of Boruto. There is actually something that is going on within the Hidden Leaf Village, excuse me. And there's also been several instances that we've seen in the previous episodes, including in this episode, in which Boruto's eye changes to the Tensei-gan. Yes, his right eye changes into the Tensei-gan, and he can perceive, you know, the people who are being possessed by this unknown chakra. Everyone else can't see it, however. When it comes to Boruto, he can see it, and he's even stated, you know, that, hey, can you guys see this? What is going on with this guy? And they're just like, what the fuck are you talking about, you know? And also, he ends up going to his house and even talks to Hinata about the Byakugan, and says, you know, is there something, you know, that I should know about when it comes to the Byakugan? I mean, I know me and Himawari might have it. However, in this case, Boruto has something different compared to him. Actually, he's probably not even aware of that he has the Byakugan, and he's most likely not even aware of that he has the Tensei-gan either. He just knows that he's not self-aware of it yet, and that he can see, you know, things that other kids can't. Probably the best moment in this episode, though, is when Shikadai goes home, and my boy, Shikamaru, is there. Yo, Shikamaru, I mean, we did see him in, you know, the first episode of Boruto, but just seeing him again, yo, I love Shikamaru's character design in the Boruto series. Like, he looks just like a complete badass. But not only that, we get to see Tamari there as well. Tamari, you know, and, oh man, Angry Tamari, his best girl, man. Like, it's just so, it's so fun seeing these characters yet again, you know, from the original series of Naruto, and how much they've developed over time, and, you know, grown up with its audience, the previous excuse me, audience that used to watch the beginning of the series, like myself, and how, you know, in this new series, new viewers can get into this series as well and experience the next generation, but old viewers can also, you know, relive, you know, how the original series of Naruto used to be. We know the personalities of these old characters, and just seeing them grow up, it's just awesome to see, and how maybe they can also play a role in the overall story. I mean, we know that Naruto is the Hokage now, so it's kind of cool. But, yeah, that pretty much does it for the episode. I mean, I love what we got in this episode, to be quite honest with you, especially when it comes to Metal Lee's overall character and personality. That was quite interesting, especially how, when it came to the conflict in this episode, I thought that was pretty cool. But I just really don't know how I feel about Metal Lee's name. It doesn't seem to fit right, just in my personal opinion at least. But I'm definitely looking to more. I'm definitely looking for more. I mean, we're not really going to get a whole lot of action when it comes to this series at the very start where we are right now. It's probably going to take 10 to 20 plus episodes until we actually get, to, some missions that actually go on, because, we're just seeing these children, just now going to the academy and trying to, just train and get better at their ninja skills. They are completely newbies. I mean, we have seen them fight, of course, but they still need to develop their ninja way before they can actually go on missions. So we're not gonna hit that, Chunin exam or Zabuza arc, anytime soon, because we're just gonna see, introductions to these characters and how they will play a role in the overall story, so far. But first, we're just getting introductions to each character. And it looks like in next week's episode, we're gonna see Sarada. We did see a little bit of her from last week's episode, but seems like she's gonna, be the spotlight of next week's episode. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that about does it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, how you feel about Metal Lee's name. What did you think about this episode? Are you looking forward to next week's episode? What are your future predictions for the coming episodes to come? And also, what do you think is causing everyone to get possessed from what we have seen so far? Do you think it's Orochimaru? Or do you think it's a new character? Just let me know your overall thoughts. And with that said, be sure to like this video, comment down below, and also, if you're a new viewer, hit that red subscribe button down below, and you will never miss a video from me. That about does it for this video, guys. Thank you all for watching yet again, and I will catch you all in the next one.